Now that we got that out the way, we're going to be checking out Mac's SR900 and we're going to be taking off for a drive. Alright, now that we're outside, let's check out the motorcycle. Now right off the bat, my favorite thing about this bike is that red and white color scheme and these gold wheels. They really make the bike stand out. I also like this little metal they put over the radiator. I also just like the overall retro look of the motorcycle. It looks different. A lot of people have the full factory sport bikes, so it's cool to have something like this that looks different. Really like that single big headlight in the front. And this is a used 2021 motorcycle, so I'm not the original owner of it. So there is some damage from the previous owner. That's not too bad. There's just a little bit here, damage here, a little bit of damage here. And I actually damaged it myself. I caused this to happen. I was in this parking lot actually practicing some U-turns and I dropped it. Wasn't going too fast. It happens. Not a big deal. But yeah, this thing's a really nice looking motorcycle. Really stands out. Let's walk around so you guys can see. Yeah, let's check out the back. This headlight, or tail light actually. All right. Let's get on the road, see how it performs. Talk about how it performs. Right off the bat, I will say this throttle response is pretty good. It just goes pretty sensitive. That's one of the things I really like about this bike. After this power, 0 to 100 on this thing is pretty crazy. I don't know the exact number. It moves pretty good. It has about 115 horsepower, pretty good. All the power on this thing is down low. That's pretty decent upper end too. This thing hits 140 miles per hour. Not that I would ever do that, but what I've been reading, it could hit 140. I normally just cruise on the freeway, but the bike was pretty good up there. Wow, that lift was so good. Yeah, this is a 2021. I got it used. It's between this and the newer version, but it doesn't really matter to me. I like the older generation as well. I got a pretty good deal on this one. It was around 10 grand. California, that's not a bad price. Yeah, during the week there's so much traffic on this street. Got the 60 freeway coming up right here. See if I can squeeze through. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Well, I can't get to the front. I don't have room. I'll just stay right here. Yeah, this thing has a stock exhaust. Sounds pretty good though. I can't put a slip-on on this. You'd have to put a full system. So probably would end up having to get a full system on it. I ended up getting this bike because I ended up getting in an accident and my other bike was pretty much declared a total loss by the insurance company, and I didn't think that bike was ever gonna be street worthy again, and my brother was able to pretty much fix all of it for me. He replaced all the plastic and everything. But then when I ended up getting this bike, the other bike was in the backyard completely destroyed, so I didn't feel like waiting for the insurance company, so it was an excuse just to buy this bike anyway. It worked out. See, will I fit? Will I fit? Yeah. It's pretty crowded for a weekend. Favorite thing about this bike is the power. Crazy. It's a 900 three-cylinder. Never ridden a 1000. I'd like to. I'm gonna rent one of these days and I'll post it on the channel. See how that is. See how that goes. Yeah, this thing is, if you're not careful, the wheel will come off the ground. I've had the wheel come off the ground on the freeway in 4th gear. I wasn't expecting it to be able to do that. I feel like a Power Ranger with this jacket on and these gloves on, this helmet. Sometimes I wear gear, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm feeling like. Felt like it today, so I put it on. It's just a mesh jacket, some gauntlet gloves, full face, and riding shoes. I'm not wearing any type of riding pants or anything. I have one pair of riding jeans, but they ended up being too big. I don't really wear them. When I ended up crashing on my other bike, I actually was wearing full gear. Everything except riding jeans. I had a mesh jacket, full face, gloves, riding shoes. I ended up still getting road rash with a jacket on. So I didn't think that was gonna happen. Probably would have been a lot worse had I not been wearing the jacket. I'll make a whole video about that and what happened. Pretty interesting. It's one of those things you're not going to think is going to happen to you because it's so ridiculous. Like, 100% the other driver's fault. I'm lucky I didn't get too hurt. We're all worked out. I got on the other bike I only had, I think, uninsured motorist, so I only got 3,500 for the bike. Yeah, I'm supposed to be talking about this bike. I'm pretty content with the power of this bike. I don't feel there's a need to upgrade to anything faster right now. This does everything I need it to do. 0 to 100 on this thing, pretty crazy. And it has enough power up top to keep me happy. Damn, what the hell is that guy doing? I don't want to lose my license because you know California now, you get caught going over 100, they can suspend your license or just take it completely. I don't want that to happen. If I had a 1000, I would probably max out at least once just to see what the bike can do. And come on, you have a 1000cc sport bike and you have a wide open highway, like you're not going to be going fast. It's hard not to rip with this. Yeah, it's such a beautiful color scheme on this bike. All the color schemes on the XSR 900, the red and white are my favorite. The older generation, which is this one, looks awesome. The newer generation with the red and white looks awesome too. But yeah, this thing, it's a looker. Love the gold wheels. It's awesome. But this bike in blue though does look pretty good. The blue and gold, I wouldn't complain if I had that. And I think there's traction control. I don't even use it, but yeah, it's got the max power mode right now. I've tried it on the weakest power mode, and I'm still able to get the wheel to come off the ground with the weakest power mode. So I wouldn't recommend people buying a beginner buying this motorcycle and saying, I'll just drive in the weak power mode. My opinion, that's kind of dumb, but if you want to do that, go ahead. Just make sure you have some good insurance, have some collision at least, because you're probably going to drop the bike. And shit, I did. I was in a parking lot practicing some U-turns and dropped it. It pissed me off, but whatever. You always put engine cover on it. See what's it? Yeah. You gotta be careful when you're filtering. So, or lane splitting, filtering. You guys know the difference, right? Splitting when traffic's moving, filtering is when you're at a light. Ooh, that one made me a little nervous. It's not motorsport. This is where right here. This is where I bought my motorcycle. This right here. This is where I bought both my bikes. This place right here. I I actually really like Mountain Motorsports. Everybody there has been very helpful. The salespeople, everybody. Very friendly. If you ever want to check them out, this is Mountain Motorsports in Ontario, California. Alright, we're coming up on my street. Okay guys, that's just going to do it for the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one.